On to the most interesting play, I think, of the top three. This is Roquan Smith's scoop and score of Joe Flacco. Some wonderful defense. I think this is Buchanan, number 40, from Teddy Buchanan. And it really sets off a chain reaction for the Ravens here between Buchanan and Madubuike. So on the snap, we simulate pressure. We drop back out of it. And Buchanan is going to be moving right with Flacco's eyes. Gets a great drop, gets set. And then what you'll see is Flacco is going to look here and kind of be like, okay, it's not there. And as Flacco tilts upfield, you see Buchanan start to move even back to see, okay, maybe there's somebody coming in behind me, as if he's going to get, a low here and then a high. You get kind of high load, like if Njoku would go here. So he's kind of ready for this little high-low. And then Flacco looks down to try to go here. It's not there. And Madubuike is already in his grill. Now we're going to focus on Madubuike and his rush. This is a thing of beauty. I'm going to rewind it back to the snap. This deserves Madubuike is right over here. Okay, so focus on this guy. Boom! He is just totally pushing him back. There is no resistance, and he gets all the way into Flacco. And then Flacco is going to get hit by Tavius Robinson. The ball is going to come out. More on that later. And Roquan's going to scoop it up and take it to the house. Now, we're going to head into some controversial territory here. And I think it's actually some very clever gamesmanship from Joe Flacco. In my opinion, Joe Flacco did not fumble this football. Okay? Joe Flacco, in a moment of absolute veteran savvy, and I saw this live on the broadcast, and it wasn't pointed out, but I saw it on the broadcast, and I was like, did Joe fumble that on purpose? You're going to be the judge. Here's one replay. Joe's going to go. He's running. Now, it looks like Tavius hits him in the back of the arm, and the ball comes out. But let's take a closer look. I went into the Ravens Wired channel. I'm going to pull it up for you. And I want you to tell me, is this Joe Flacco fumbling it on purpose and letting the football go? Or is it a natural fumble?
Flacco, here it is.
The way I see it, Flacco actually intentionally fumbles the ball. Remember the situation. The situation is 4th and 2, and they need a convert. And with Flacco under duress and running out of options, I think he actually intentionally fumbles this football. Sorry, guys, about that. I think he intentionally fumbles the ball. I tried to get a good slow-mo. It was a little bit tricky to do live. Let me see if I can get a better angle of it. I think I had the audio on also, which was a bit of an issue. Let me turn off the audio on the YouTube video. You stuck around this long, you might as well stick around for the rest of it. So, let's just play it again. Flacco's going to get the ball. It's a little bit in slow motion, but bear with me. It's going to take another second. Flacco's going to get flushed out because of Madubuike's pressure. You can see Justin kind of coming in. Gives a good look at that bull rush again, so that's kind of cool. And then Joe's going to go, stumble, go. And now he's getting hit on the arm. But I think what he does here is he's on the way down. And now it was interesting that they called it a fumble. You could see from this freeze frame it does look close. I think he intentionally lets that football go at the end because he knows he has no chance. And what that means is if he let it go on purpose, okay, it actually should be a incomplete pass for an illegal forward pass. I mean, not an illegal forward pass. For a forward pass, it should be considered incomplete, not a fumble. And the reason why this is important is because, like I said, veteran savvy. Flacco knows it's 4th and 2, and it's in his best interest to intentionally fumble this football. His only problem is that he's going to fumble this ball forward. Okay, I think he fumbles this thing forward a little bit, which would make it, I mean, you could be the judge if it's forward and not, but if it's a forward, let's say lateral or shuffle, it actually should be ruled an incomplete pass. And I believe it is forward when he lets it go. It's very close if it's forward or not, but I do think he intentionally fumbled this football. And that's the end of this analysis. Listen, it's subjective. It could go both ways. You can easily say he dropped it. I think he did a very good job of making it look like a drop, but it's actually a pass. I think it's close. I think there's room to look at it. Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but I thought it was an interesting point. And I think it might showcase some of Flacco doing some real fun veteran, 20 years in the league, knowing all the rules and tricks kind of things. So either way, that's the end of the breakdowns for this week. Sorry about the little production issue in the middle of this video, but I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back hopefully next week after another Ravens W.